Dear ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it's my privilege to address you today, Global Entrepreneurship Congress, and I would like to extend you my warm greetings on behalf of the Koç Holding. Today, I'd like to share with you 5 disruptive paradigms which I think will profoundly change the future of the work and the way we do business. And I think it's extremely important for the entrepreneurship. First, in future, all the products will be connected and smart. Whether it's a household appliance, whether it's an automobile, whether it's a EFT post machine, we'll try to do everything smart and connected so that its firmware, its software could be modified remotely and new services could easily be deployed on them. These smart and connected products require all of the companies to be converted to a software company. As Mark Andreessen said in 2011 in a Wall Street Journal essay, I think the software will eat the world. At the same time, all these connected devices will create petabytes of data. So we need to recruit and retain people who could basically acquire this data, store this data, analyze this data, and make meaning out of this data. In fact, combining data coming from these smart products from vast regions of the world is sometimes more important than the products. It will create untapped opportunities for the companies who could do this transformation. Another very important paradigm is the cloud computing. I believe cloud computing is the democratization for the small, medium enterprises and the entrepreneurship, because it will give you the computing and the storage power only large enterprises could have. So it will have a very profound effect on the future of those small companies. If things works for a local or a small scale, then using cloud computing, we could easily transform it to a global services and could expand it through all over the world. And this is something that wasn't available before. Finally, being able to deploy artificial intelligence and a machine learning framework is fundamentally important for the companies. We could make decisions based on artificial intelligence. This will fundamentally change the way we drive, we shop, even we program computers. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says, software is eating the world, but AI is going to eat software. It seems evident that not only drivers or the factory workers or the cashiers have a hard time keeping their jobs in the future. It's also the computer programmers and the coders who will have a hard time in the new future. Finally, as connectivity, cloud computing, artificial intelligence become a fabric to our products and services, we will need a completely new layer to protect this new paradigm, and it's cybersecurity. This is very new. This is maybe as we seamlessly connect household appliances, automobiles in millions to the network, and streams petabytes of data, we need capability to really protect this firmware and the data. And then cybersecurity is the most important, but also sometimes the most afterthought pillar of this new era. Therefore, it is paramount to make sure our connectivity and cloud infrastructure is secure and resilient. Last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about the power of the platforms. We all need to make the transformation from products to services and to the platforms. This would lead us from one-time sale of products to the recurring revenue through services. This is a fundamental disruption in business model, which makes the cost of the product and the competition irrelevant, while creating constant revenue streams. In all our business units at Koç Holding, we are trying to create multi-sided platforms with network effects. What I mean is, we are trying to create multiple revenue streams from different aspects of the business. For example, if we are selling a connected device, like a POS cash register, then we are trying to sell as many of them to the merchants. But at the same time, this opens the revenue to create banking services, which are sometimes more profitable. The more merchants we have, the more services we could deploy on these products, and the more banks work with us, we could access to the more merchants. So this is a very good way to show the power of the platforms. Great. So we tell you the disruptive forces, but as a large enterprise, what are we doing about it? Obviously, to keep up with all these developments and this new paradigm requires a lot of collaboration with universities, small, medium enterprises, startups, and entrepreneurs. We set up our innovation centers inside the technoparks in the universities, in Istanbul Technical University and the Middle East Technical University. We are trying to train and recruit people who are really good at data science, AI, and designing these connected smart products. We are very much eager to work with the talent all over the world. That's why we set up shop in Cambridge, in Taiwan, in Boston, in Porto, and we keep doing that. As Muhtar Kent said, we all have to stay hungry, and we all have to travel all over the world to get where the talent is. That's why I think gathering all these people for the Global Entrepreneurship Summit in Istanbul is such a great thing. I want to reiterate what Bill Choi said from Sun Microsystems. It doesn't matter who you are. Some of the best people work for someone else. So I hope this summit will be a vehicle for us to meet with more entrepreneurs and to work together. I once again welcome you to Istanbul and wish you a fruitful and a great summit. Thank you.